All right, we are back again in a new video. You see, Peter B want to contest again as a president of Nigeria. Many of you know what happened last time he contest. He won. That was a few years ago. He tried to become Nigerian president. Even before the election day, his name was all over the place. And Yorubas who were in support of their brother Tinubu was also having a kind of little fear in them. That was why they started beating Igbo people up, destroying their businesses, setting some markets ablaze, breaking down shops and all that. We know this. Right? These have been the history of Igbo people in Nigeria. When we talk, they say you're trying to instigate problem, you're trying to bring differences and hatred, tribal hate and all that nonsense. But truth have to be told, because if you keep quiet, it continue being like that. A young child has witnessed those things will grow up tomorrow to become, elite and a politician, leaders of the southwest, part of Nigeria and all that. When an Igbo man who witnessed the same thing as a child, we grew up with the fear that this is normal thing to do, because to them, to the child, it is not. It's no longer a problem. It's a norm. It's a culture. It's a tradition. Whereas it's not. So, my people, before we go through this video, I would like you to like the video and tell me what you think about P2B's ambition. As you can see, this poster here, where you can see P2B 2023. So this is P2B dragging himself to Nigerian politics after knowing what happened to Alex Nkweme. Many people that have tried and they couldn't succeed. It is a written document. It's a well-planned, orchestrated by Nigerian political class that Igbo people are not meant for presidency and all that. Many of you are in doubt. Maybe you have to witness it harder before you can accept. But like I said, if you don't know, ask your neighbor. But if you want to, if you're insisting that you have the template, you know everything, good for you. I'm not here to tell you to do something, extremist, but to be real, to be realistic. That's the only thing I want you to understand. Everything going on is not about, it's not out of hate. It is the way they restructured Nigeria, the way they made it to be. Now, I would like to share a video of a northerner who called P2B out, trying to remind him what Nigeria is meant for Igbo people. You see, we don't promote violence or ethnic bigotry or trying to be, nepotism, favoritism, whatever you may call it. It's not about it. It's about being realistic, like I said. If you are in my position, you will say the same. But if you are not, maybe if you are not and you don't know how to feel other people's pain, you will think otherwise. Let me repeat myself. This is not about hatred on anybody. This is not about attack on anybody. It's about being realistic. Okay? P2B and many other people, all the Igbo politicians are making the similar mistakes. You are in a country that comprises of different ethnic groups and believe cultural differences and religious differences and everything. You should know your ethics. You should know your norms. You should know what your people believe on, and you should also understand that other nations have their own system as well. But forcing them to become one country, forcing is wrong. But if everybody come unanimously and say, okay, let us do it this way, let us do it this way, it will make more sense. But why it is not going to work that way, no matter how you want to patch it, is because the culture and the system, this belief system, the value system differs, and it's not only just slightly different, but it's it is very, very in a brutal way. Like, people are very, very mean. People are very, very, very determined to maintain and protect their own. Especially those who have a touch of religious belief, the northerners, who see themselves as the leader, and you must be a Muslim, you must be a northerner. When you have, no matter how how nice, how eloquent you may sound, the plan you have is even good for them. No, they prefer to be doing Babiala as long as they are the one in charge. So how can you change this narrative? And some gullible, senseless Christians from the South are not seeing through that. Instead, they prefer to see an Igbo man suffer than even to understand that the battle and argument is between one religion to another. If Nigerians are to work, nobody is going to talk about separation or being, in your own country to mind your belief. Nobody will do that. But it has come to, to the knowledge of everybody who actually want to advance their own livelihood and their own style of living, their own way of life, to understand that there's no way this vision you have to live nice and have in a very decent live in a very decent and trusted, secure economy or environment or system in Africa can only be possible when you have shared the same value system, the same belief, the same cultural, culture, the same everything. You don't have the same political idea. You cannot strive where somebody want to live nomadic life and you want to live a democratic life. The other person want to be, live in a society that the Sharia law is being whole supreme, or being regarded as national law and everything. Whereas you are not meant to in fact, everything about Sharia law is very, very difficult for you to comprehend. Like, it is not your thing. So how can you now amend your way to suit that kind of belief? Understand that we are not here to promote violence, but to say the record straight. Now, let me quickly bring to you this video. Listen.
Parts. Let's take sentiments away.
Understand what I'm saying.
Love Peter Obi, or you vote for Peter Obi, or you believe in his own ideology. The favor that I would like you to do for him is to share this video until you reach him. I'm not asking you to share this video because I want to get followers or views. I'm telling you to share this video because I like Peter Obi and I also believe in his own ideology. I see Peter Obi is going around the northern Nigeria, northwest to be precise, digging boreholes, doing some projects. I don't know whether you have a very good political analyst to tell you the northern politics. I'm born and brought up in the north. Atiku Abubakar, Ali Mustafa, Konkoso, they are all my brothers. Let's forget about the religious difference because we are religious by God. We are brothers because we first become northerner before religion came. So what am I trying to point out? The political architecture of the northwest depend on religion. The people who are controlling the politics of the northwest are imams. And those imams are using their position given to them by God in the Holy Quran to manipulate the poor masses. Yes, because they are the one to determine who to vote and who not to vote. I want you to know that the northern Nigeria, the northwest, are not voting for a person because he's a good candidate. They are not voting for a person because he will give them quality leadership. If you like, open the tap of milk and honey for them, they will never vote you because you are not a Muslim. And that is their political standard, and that is how they set it, and that is what they believe on. So I would like you to save your energy and stop all those projects that we are doing, to focus on area that vote for you last time, and also motivate the North Central Muslims, Kwara, Kogi, and the rest, and Benue, to motivate them to vote for you for 2027. But any project that you are doing in the northwestern Nigeria, I want you to know that their political standard is religion. He must be a Muslim. If he is not a Muslim, he must be a Hausa Muslim from the north. That is how they set their political standard, and that's the gospel truth. Because me, I don't spread propagandas. Secondly, I want to say this to Peter Obi for his own good. What makes Tinubu to win 2023 election is because Tinubu have a good political analyst that analyze the politics of Nigeria for him. And you don't have a good political analyst. Let me tell you the fact. Most of the Yorubas that motivate you to contest for that election, Peter Obi, they did not motivate you because they want you to win. But they motivate you to come out because they want you to provide that 12 million vote you and Atiku Abubakar got in 2019. That is why they motivate you to do that. So for you going into politics 2027, make sure you have a very good political analyst that will analyze politics for you, because the northern politics is more than what you think. Why did I say so? That the Yoruba did not motivate you to contest because they want you to win. We all know Yorubas. Yoruba cannot choose you over their brothers. Yoruba are so united and they are Yorubais in their lives. That's what I want you to understand. Yes. The person that analyzed that political structure for Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a smart person. Number one, the role that you are going to play in that election is for you to contest and divide the 12 million vote that you have, you and Atiku Abubakar, in 2019. And the Muslim ticket that was given to the North, because they know if they did not pick a Muslim from the North, the Northern Muslim will not vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and because they are religious by God, and that's the gospel truth. For Bola Ahmed Tinubu to get a 25% in the Northwest, he have to choose a Muslim ticket. Although Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not pick a Muslim ticket just because he wants to Islamize Nigeria or anything, he just pick it to win election. And you, as a Igbo man, they know Igbo man, when he stand on something, he don't withdraw. So that is why the Yorubas energize you, motivate you to come out for the president. But 2027, we want to make it something different. That is why I'm advising you to be conscious of your political strategies. Northern Nigeria, Northwest to be precise, their political standard is a Muslim. If you like, open the tap of milk and honey for them. They will not vote you. They don't vote Kapuri. They don't vote Adni. They only vote for a Muslim. That's the gospel truth, and that's what they stand for. And your own project, and you cannot change their ideology, and that's what they believe on.
For this secret where this guy review on this video, for me, there is some atom of sense from what he said.
Honestly, the thing is that none of this thing that this person said here matters to me, because whether he changed, have a best political analyst, whatever, as long as an Igbo person, you go nowhere. He himself is still trying to lure you out. To him now, the only problem you have is your political analyst. Look for someone that will explain to you how Nigerian politics work and all that nonsense. It's not true. It's not true. Anyway, if you want to go and vote, you are wasting your time until you come to a realization that you need to stay alone. You need your freedom. You need to be on your own. Okay? Even if no matter how small you think you are, that is the only solution. That's the only way. And Igbo politicians are still getting it wrong. 50 years you have tried to have market. You're still trying. Anyway, my people, please make sure you like the video. I'm not going to say much on this. I think we tried to listen to PM when he was explaining this on 2023. Mazmakan did the same thing in 2015. People don't listen. I don't know. I don't know what people are actually waiting for before they can start paying attention to those things. I really don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But like I said, time will tell. If it's not now, it's going to be tomorrow. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. God bless you. Peace and love. Don't play. That is very dark man always say don't play. Because you guys are playing politics that is very dangerous. Your land is being taken away. Fulanis are there. They keep on invading your home, trying to grab your land. You cannot show how to become a president. When Goodluck was president of Nigeria after death of Yaradua, what happened? That was the time they established Boko Haram. Go and check. Boko Haram was very, they're just discussing it little by little. Immediately Goodluck will become Nigerian president. Churches in Abuja begin to hear him. So let's just think before we act.